Hello. Something I love doing and talking to people about is their morning and evening routines. I was recently talking with a woman who was, working from home, and what her day would start with waking up, grabbing some coffee, having a little meal, and then straight to the desk to start work. And then she would work through the day, and at the end of the day, stop, go have some dinner, watch TV for the rest of the evening, and then fall into bed way too late. And then the cycle would continue. At the start of the conversation, she was quite sad, I would say, very, very down, and there wasn't much energy to her at all. But once hearing about her days, her regular days, and I pointed out to her that, well, there's actually no time in there for you or for your self-care. That no wonder you're feeling so tired and restless and not enjoying work, because there's nothing else in your life. So what we did was we started building her morning routine. And to begin with, it can be a little tricky because you're dealing with that bad quality sleep from the night before. But we did start with building the morning routine, which then would have the domino effect onwards of helping that better sleep. So it's kind of catch-22 in that way. But what we did was we set a time for her to get up. She loved journaling, and I really recommend journaling as a way to just empty your mind and start the day fresh. Julia Cameron's book, The Artist's Way, was a game changer for me in talking about the morning pages. And she recommends 3 pages a day, at least, minimum, of just emptying your mind. And sometimes you can just be thinking, I have nothing to write. And that's what you write. You just write, I have nothing to write. Until eventually, you actually do have a thought. And it could be like, oh, today I'm going to be doing this, today I'm going to be doing that, or oh, it's so bright outside, or oh, it's so dark, that kind of thing. Whatever it is, it doesn't have to be quality stuff, but it's just a way to engage with yourself and to have your, hang out on the page is the way she describes it. So, helped this lady with her getting back into journaling, which she really loved. And then from journaling, we looked at some meditation, how she could just have a very short meditation in the morning, and then have a walk around the block just to get out and move her body and just get some fresh air. Then we looked at how to incorporate the breakfast, and also she really enjoyed just catching up on the news, so built that into the schedule as well. And then we looked at the getting ready for work time and what she needed to do to feel presentable and to feel work ready. And then married that up to the time that she needed to be at her desk and ready to go for that first meeting of the day. What this did was to actually give her a bit more life, give her a bit more living time in her days. Because when we started our conversation, there wasn't much to her life besides work and sleep and some TV. And so by actually building in a morning routine, we're giving her back some of her time and giving her back some of her own interests and her connection to self. Morning routines are so important, and they're very they increase your productivity so much. Looking at the other end of the day, at the evening routine, we looked at cutting back on that TV and actually how to encourage her to get to sleep. Looking at meditations, maybe some journaling some more, reading a book, getting away from screens. So she was set up with how to do this, how to get the morning routine and the evening routine on a roll. And leaving that call, she was a different person to the person who started that call. It was an amazing thing to witness, and part of why I just really love my job. So that morning routine and that evening routine, of course, it will change over time. Just because you have a plan doesn't mean that that's it and that's what you need to do. It's a template, it's something to tweak, it's something to work on. It's something to, observe how you go through your morning and to see what works and what doesn't, and to find that rhythm that really suits you and sets you up for success. So that's my challenge or offer for you this week. It's to really look at your morning routine, or build one if you don't have one, and see how you can have a bit more me time in the day. Have a really great rest of the week, and reach out if you need help at all.